G'day interwebs, I'm Bman. This is Super Mario Maker 2. It's part 2 of the playthrough. Hit subscribe and there is a playlist on my channel if you want to catch up. So I just reopened the game to discover a completely different level as the starting screen. But I'm making this video to show off the creative mode, whatever it's called. Make and play. Hopefully there's a tutorial because I have no idea what I'm doing. Welcome to Super Mario Maker 2. You're currently using the course maker. Would you like to play through a tutorial lesson about the basic controls? Sure. Maker Basics. Nina. Hi everyone, I'm Nina. Nice to meet ya. Yamamura. Yamamura? I'm gonna call him Yamamura. Coo. And I am Yamamura, licensed Super Mario Maker course instructor and semi-retired homing pigeon. Nina says, we're gonna show you how to cook up some Mario levels. Yamamura says, Coo. Yes, though before we begin, you should know that my favourite foods are edamame, I don't know what that is, and fried chicken. Dude! I don't go around eating other primates. Nina says, I'm not sure how to feel about that, Kawamura. Coo, it's Yamamura. So he's saying coo, but yeah, we're able to interpret what he means in English, signified by the parentheses. He says coo, which in pigeon speak is now let's begin. In this introductory lesson, he coos, we'll cover the basic of making courses. Nina says the basics are really important, so you should probably pay close attention. The mode we're in right now is called Course Maker. Yamamura says, first we'll explain how to place parts. Parts are the various elements you can place in a course. Nina says the menu that runs along the top of the screen is called the palette. This magnifying glass button is the best way to find parts. Pressing it will open the parts menu. The parts menu is where you will choose which parts you want to put in your level. You can place a part in your level by moving the cursor to where you want to place it and pressing A. Alright, let's practice by placing a question mark block. Placing parts. Does it have to be there? Good job with that question mark block, very creative. I didn't want it to be up there. Oh, it selected it for me. I didn't actually click the block button, I just placed the block up next to the block button. Yeah, it's very good. Mario's never going to be able to get to it. Very creative. You're being sarcastic with me, Nina. Yamamura says, keep in mind that there's a limit to how many parts you can place in a course. Coo. As you can see, parts you recently placed will appear along the palette for later use. You can quickly check out the parts you placed by running a test. Go ahead and press the minus button to test your level, the negative button. Those clouds look good. Yeah, alright, I can't, it's impossible for me to hit that. I don't know if the tutorial is waiting for me to hit it, but it's not going to happen. There we go. If your test didn't go so well, try moving your parts around. Phrasing. To do that, press negative, press minus to return to edit mode. Yamamura says, after placing parts in edit mode, it's good to quickly test to make sure they're set up right. Keep repeating the edit test process to make your course. Next, we'll explain how to erase parts. Press A and then move the cursor to this button and press A to enter erase mode. When in erase mode, move the cursor to a part and press A to erase it. Okay, let's mess around with erase mode for a little while. Yeah, I like applause. You monster, that block had a family. But don't worry, their pain is only temporary, because we have Underdog on our side. Just press the button and this good boy will undo the last action you made. Now then, let's just go ahead and undo our last ... action. Okay, it's not letting me move the cursor around though, so like my only option is to press B. Like I gotta hold it down. Yep. Okay, my impossible to hit block is back. Yay, that block you brutally erased is back. You're a hero, kind of. Moving right along, let's talk about some other tools that'll come in handy. Press the triggers to activate multi-grab and copy. Yamamura says, this enables you to move many parts at once and copy parts that you've placed. Nina says, and now for something incredibly handy, the reset rocket. Press and hold this button to instantly destroy everything you've worked so hard to build. Cuckoo, to be clear, it will erase all of the parts from your course so you can start fresh. Let's move somewhere with a lot of parts so we can test it out. Okay, go ahead and hold down the ignition button. I can't move my cursor. There we go. It's the control pad buttons on the left Joy-Con.
3, 2, 1.
Ah, all of reality. Congratulations, you ruined everything. Well then, I guess that's all for the basics of Course Maker. Oh, but first I should probably tell you how to save. Press this button to save or load levels that you've made. Okay, the robot head. Save early, save often, I always say. That's good advice. Well, that's it for the basics of Course Maker. Watch the lesson again. No. Yamamura's Dojo. Maker's Lesson. Maker Lessons Mario Moves. Mario's moves. Okay, so we've got Super Mario Brothers, which is the one I'm mainly familiar with. Super Mario Brothers 3, which I mean, I've played them all. Super Mario World, New Super Mario Brothers U, and Super Mario 3D World. I never actually got through that one. I've got it on 3DS. There are different controls for each of them. I'm sure you want to watch me stare at controls for 10 minutes. Land on a Koopa Trooper car. Slide the shoulder buttons while crouching. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know. Maybe I don't. Anyway, that's something for later. Maker lessons. Intro the making, on inspiration, fixing mistakes. Okay, that's a lot of lessons. Intro the making is the one I've already done. Plus to exit. Before we start making courses, I should probably explain what a course is. Courses, where I'm from, we call them levels. Coo. Last time I checked, this was Yamamura's dojo. We call them courses here. A course is the space that Mario travels across from the starting point all the way to the goal. On his way to the goal, he will likely encounter various obstacles and enemies. Let's take a look. Courses always begin from the starting point. From here, Mario will head toward the goal. This isn't me. This is all the Nintendo Switch. So I'm like curious, am I buried a few levels deep where I'm not in the course creation mode, or do I have to complete this like some sort of like... If you can make it all the way to the goal, he'll clear the course.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
In short, the course is everything between the start point and the goal. That's a basic overview of courses, though I'm sure it's old news to anyone who's played a Mario game before. Have fun making levels. Okay, so they're like short lessons. Watch the lesson again. New. Okay, it ticks them when I've done them. What does plus do? What does this do? So I can go here and go back from the lessons. Make a basics, make a lessons, Mario's moves, plus button. Alright, so the plus button at any time will bring me back to the main menu where I can select Yamamura's dojo, I guess. If I go to course maker, then I will be flat out making levels. I might do some more lessons. I can't play forever. Logan will be home soon and he's probably going to want to play. So I'll look at some lessons now and I'll maybe do some designing in my next video. Workflow basics. If you haven't played Super Mario Maker before, you might not know the first thing about making a course. That's me, which is why I'm looking at these lessons. So we are going to show you how. Wait, we're gonna make an entire level? Like, right now? Yes, we are going to create a simple course. Cool, that's what I'm in for. Oh yeah, take it away, Kawamura. Coo. My name is Yamamura. Alright, let's start with some terrain, shall we? Me. Dude, that's not me making a level, that's you making a level. Coo. Next we'll make some platforms that force Mario to jump. Music's trippy. Yamamura says, okay Nina, please test the course for me. Oh, he's not even going to get me to test the course. I'm just an observer. I mean, I could leave. And go straight to course maker. Easy peasy. Indeed, now I'll go ahead and build until the goal. Before auto generates the greenery, the little plants that are popping up. I mean, it looks like it's auto-generating, and why would he be placing plants then destroying them to create a new... You have a lot of ground in there. How about an enemy or two to spice things up? Cool. Good idea, human. I'll add some Goombas and Koopa Troopers. I remember the tutorials, there weren't as many, I don't think, in Super Mario Maker 1, but I remember they were a bit more interactive in this. I'm not complaining, because I'm aware that I could just leave the tutorials. Coo. Okay, give it a shot, Nina.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Nice, it was definitely harder than the first half. I zoned out a little bit. Coo. Most enemies move, which forces the player to have good timing. When making a course, think about how you want the player to feel during each moment. Placing and erasing parts is a snap, so unleash your inner mad scientist. Wow. On atmosphere, nice. Players are unpredictable. Watching others play, of course. So you have no idea about anything other than the tutorial in the first game. And I definitely don't know what's new in the second game. All I know is I wanted to get this, and also I knew Logan would like it because he plays, or he has played Super Mario Maker 1. He has it for the 3DS. I don't know how much he's played it though. Yeah, I'm going to do another lesson. I'm I mean, you can obviously see how long the duration of this video is. That's pretty much how long I have left until Logan comes home and he'll want a game. On inspiration. Sometimes making a level can feel overwhelming because there are just so many options. In times like that, it helps to have some kind of inspiration for the course you're making. So let's talk about different sources of inspiration. The area you see here is a simple series of platforms for Mario to jump on. So what can we do to make this area more exciting? Ooh, place an enemy on the highest platform. Then maybe the enemy will drop down to challenge Mario. Very well, let's try putting an enemy there. The single Goomba made this area slightly more challenging. It's because he had the higher ground. Must be a Jedi. Psh! One Goomba, wake me up when there's a real challenge. You want more enemies, do you? Whoa! There you go, Nina.
Oh no!
You're one sick bird. There's a lesson to be learned here. You must strive for balance in all things. As you may have guessed, I use stairs as my inspiration for this area. Now we'll change areas and look at another source of inspiration. Whoa, it looks like a house. Yes, mimicking the shapes of objects can be a great source of inspiration. Recognizable objects allow you to establish a theme and give your course a story. Yeah, like what if this house was turned into an enemy hideout? A fine idea. To make this feel like an enemy hideout, I added a variety of enemies and obstacles. As you can see, thinking about the story you want your course to tell makes it feel much more inspired. This area looks much more unique than an area that's nothing but ground, don't you think? Yeah, all of the pipes here make this area look awesome. Up until now, we've been talking about using inspiration to shape the terrain. But you can also develop a theme for your course by using primarily one type of object or enemy. In other words, instead of throwing a disconnected jumble of parts into your level, try using a few parts you like in creative ways. Exactly, there are no rules to making a course, but try to put thought into which parts you're using. Fixing mistakes. I mean, if you don't want to watch tutorials, you're free to skip to the next video, if it exists. There'll be a playlist on my channel with all of my videos on it. Sometimes when you're testing a course, you'll notice something that isn't quite right. Yeah, like all the time, but I always fix it right away. So let's talk about ways to fix mistakes. First, please play through this area, Nina. I'm all over it. Hey, the dash button on this controller is busted. There's no way I can make that jump. Yes, I sabotaged your controller for demonstration purposes. This gap is too wide for you to jump over. So how do you think we can fix this problem, Nina? This is a tricky pigeon sabotaging Nina's controller. You could start by buying me a new controller. Or we could just make the gap smaller. Testing each section and fixing it as you go is a good way to improve your course. When you come across a problem in your course, try fixing it in multiple ways to find a fun solution. Yeah, I still think fixing my controller is the best solution. Seriously, I just bought this thing. Indeed, every problem has multiple solutions. Yeah, I think I'll do one more. Testing. Okay, there's a path to the goal now. That means our level is finished, right? Not quite. Have you played it from the very beginning? Huh? I guess not. Give it a shot, Yamazaki. For the last time, my name is Yamamura. So Yamamura's like the craftsman and Nina's like his tester. Nina says, so far so good. She's his apprentice. Ah, someone call a plumber. I see we made a mistake when building the course. Let me fix this. Phew, much better. What is this about, Nina? Oh, that, just a little visual flair. Nice. Whoa, I didn't realize that could be an alternate path. Sometimes players will do things you don't anticipate. When you're testing your course, try to get into the mind of the player and find alternate routes. It's best to know all of the ways your course can be played so you can shape your vision. I was so focused on making the top path that I didn't realize players could take the bottom path. It happens to the best of us, and I actually found the bottom path to be more exciting. it just goes to show, when you think you're done with your course, try playing it from the beginning with fresh eyes. Okay, so I just spent half an hour watching 5 maker lessons. So plus would take me to the main menu, and then I'd go to course maker, and Yamamura's Dojo will always be sitting there for me to come back and do things, I guess. What's this icon do? Oh, that's his moves. If I press B, nothing. So yeah, that's the setup. So if I go into course maker, you know what, I get to watch Logan do it later, and then when I make my next video I'll actually know what's going on a bit better. Make some courses, or go to course world, which I assume is playing other people's courses. I don't know if you just heard my Pikachu. It's my Pokemon my Pokeball Plus. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you subscribed. Feel free to like, comment, share. I'm BmanPwnz on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. At some point in the future I might start streaming on Twitch. I will probably import my content to YouTube. But yeah, just follow me on Twitch just to make sure. And I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out, interwebs. Oh, with the next video I'll make some courses, I guess. Okay, later.